big number, big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? Flag! What is that? 54 Mike. Here we go, here we go. Whip. Let's go, let's convert. Check. Let's go.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Here we go, even. Let's go.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready? Black, what is that?
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Under 10. 10. Check green, triple team. 5-0.
From the gun, Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Watch the twist.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Here we go. 10 over.
They're gonna need some therapy.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I know he ain't got it. Wait. Right there.
Jameis to throw it. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Green, triple team.
Strong right. Zoom. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Mark 55.
Hey, pick
Hey, even.
Let's go.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
That play definitely goes down as a win for the defense as they were able to get there and tackle him for a loss. But you just got the sense that the runner kept looking for a space to turn upfield, and it kept getting strung out towards the sidelines before the defense finally finished him off.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones, and Ingram holds it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Go now. 60 outlaw. Go.
Now a give, right side, Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Let's go. 50, plant. Hey, Delta. Here we go. Fire.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, that's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now the try here for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Browns 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots.
David Johnson on his way. The 30. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Johnson, 82 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go one more.
Back to throw. Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3rd and long. Ten Lobo.
That's right, man.
Look at me. Zipper. Go.
Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jones now. Off play action. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
56. Check 56.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
36.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green, triple T. Let's go.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Bravo.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones operating from the gun. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've been lucky enough over the years to watch Richard Sherman work out in practice, training camps, and I always come back to one thing, the intelligence in which he plays his position. Because he knows what he wants to get done and what offenses can do to him, he takes very few false steps and is almost always in great position to knock the ball away as we just saw there.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here,
Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Hey, World!
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready!
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go again. Here we go again. No. Flip it. Joker. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Wait. What we got? Check 24. Kill. Where we go? Kill. Turn up.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken at about the 14. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. Now a give right side. It's Taylor, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A 1st down throw for Winston. It's complete. Stills. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down. Jameis now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Come on. Sunday. Hey, flip. Let's go.
Safety's creeping. Switch.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Well, this may be a free play for Winston. And Stills bringing it in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back. Kill. Hey, 5-0. Sonny. Check three.
Trot. 55's my guy, 55.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montez Sweat in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Let's go. Let's convert.
Watch the shift.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, refusing to go down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First down, Seahawks.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I got you.
They run the counter. It's Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.